And Kalabhairavoham, the space that all of us are going to experience today, is a Sanskrit word which means I am Kalabhairava. So in today's program, you will be taught the principles of Kalabhairava state, which is pure unclutching, Kalabhairava space, which is the space of complete completion, Kalabhairava's powers, which is extraordinary Shaktis, and Kalabhairava's being, which is radiating the Tyaga of Paramashiva. And you will also be taught and taken through the 4 padas which are mentioned in the Agamas. So the first is the Kriya Pada, which raises your electromagnetic force of your experience and connects you with Paramashiva. Then the Charya Pada, the lifestyle of living enlightenment. The Jiva connects with all the dimensions of the world. And then the Yoga Pada, which is raising your Kundalini and connecting with Paramashiva, and the Jnana Pada, which is bringing Paramashiva in your being and making him manifest in you. And how will you achieve this? You will achieve this by listening, by internalizing, by manifesting powerful cognitions, and by receiving the Diksha and Darshan. So now let's understand what is the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. What exactly is the science of the Bhava Samadhi Darshan that all of us are going to witness today? So the word Samadhi has 2 words in it itself. So the word is Sama and Adi. So the word Samadhi means one with the source, and Bhava means attitude or aspect. So Bhava Samadhi both put together means being one with the source through this aspect. And the definition of Bhava Samadhi is where the aspect, the Bhava which you choose, through that Bhava doing one with the source, being one with the source is Samadhi, is Bhava Samadhi. And knowing this aspect, the Bhava is ultimate, Adi, and being in oneness, Sama, with that is Bhava Samadhi. And the Bhava Samadhi awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. This awakening of Kundalini Shakti results in extraordinary abilities expressing through us like third eye awakening, the ability to have remote vision, the ability to scan anyone's body, levitation, teleportation, materialization, and many such other abilities. And this influx of superconscious energy can also visibly slow down the aging process as well as improve immunity to disease and many such other healing energies. And with increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, and transform all of our lives. And the Bhava Samadhi Darshan allows us to experience the formless in a way that we can deeply understand and relate with. Having darshan is, the word darshan itself means having a glimpse of. So when you have the darshan of an enlightened being, a saint, an avatar, or a deity, or any of these such beings, it can bring a lasting transformation, a deep lasting transformation in all of us, cleansing lifetimes of karmas and raising you to the next level of subconsciousness. And that is like hitting a reset button on your being. So you can experience the Bhava Samadhi Darshan and discover the extraordinary possibilities and take a quantum jump from man to superhuman. And during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. So this is another natural phenomenon which takes place in all human beings. So the mirroring neurons activate the process of all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing and without the physical act of imitation. That is, our entire body can silently and without movement recreate what is happening distances far away and experience the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. And now let's see a small introduction of the Supreme Point of Hinduism, the one who is giving us this science. And the supreme point of Hinduism Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, was born on the 2nd of January 1978 and is the reviver of Kailasa, which is a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilization nation. And the supreme point of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. And the supreme point of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based activities and universities a lifestyle for humanity. The supreme point of Hinduism is ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasanidanam of Kanchi Kailasha Sarvagnapeetham, which is the Tondai Mandala Adina, the incumbent emperor of Suryamsha Samrajyam, the present 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam of Kailasonata Shyamala Pita Sarvagnapeetham, and the present Mahamandleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akara, which is the largest apex monastic order. The supreme point of Hinduism is also the 1008th Acharya Mahamandleshwar of the Atalakara, the ancient apex body of Hinduism, the present 23rd Guru Mahasanidanam of Dharma Mukti Swargapuram, and is elected as the supreme point of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders. And he is revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched. He has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 different languages, which are English, Tamil, and Sanskrit. And these are translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. And over 20 million copies of these books and articles have been sold, read, and downloaded. And the supreme point of Hinduism has also given humanity over 10,000 hours of discourses. And he has enriched and enriched over 1 billion plus lives digitally and is respected as a commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gitas, Jain Sutras, and many more. He is honored as a leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader, the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudrakanyas and Rudras, Rishis and Rishikas, Bhairavas and Bhairavis, and Sannyas. He is the establisher of the largest Hindu university, Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu University, in the world, with satellite campuses in 150 countries. And the supreme point of Hinduism is also the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems and a founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvagnapeethas and the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. And now with that, we will be moving on to the next segment where we will be seeing the manifestation of extraordinary Shaktis, the divine powers. So today the Balasins, the Nityananda yogis, and the initiated disciples of the supreme point of Hinduism will be demonstrating the extraordinary Shaktis, the divine powers awakened in us through the Diksha, the initiation. And in today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of you will also be receiving the initiations into the third eye awakening and various other powers with the blessings and grace of the supreme point of Hinduism. And we will be manifesting the following powers of third eye, which is seen with the eyes blindfolded, and also the power of remote vision. And for those of you who might be wondering where the third eye is located and how powers and see through the third eye just as you would with your 2 eyes. And now let's see what are Shaktis. What exactly are these Shaktis that we are speaking about? So the Shaktis, the powers, are described in the Vedagamas by Paramashiva. And in the Vedagamas, Paramashiva describes in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis. And these divine powers are described as a system, method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various states of consciousness. And these Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are a divine and you need to manifest the divine, not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. And the supreme font of Hinduism beautifully says, here the foundation is, you are Paramashiva. Your unmanifest recognizes that you are Paramashiva, even if you have not yet manifested it. Understand, that is why what Paramashiva is revealing through this body, through this system, through this methodology, and any samyama you do on powerful cognitions, you manifest Shaktis, powers, not Siddhis. So as the Supreme Court of Hinduism has said, through the powerful cognitions, you manifest Shaktis and not Siddhis. So, and many of you might have heard the term Siddhis, as it's a common term used for any extraordinary manifestation. So let's look at the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. So Shakti is expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru and are a source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment and are on the path of enlightenment. And the Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation from the avatar and are permanent, whereas the Siddhis are not permanent and may divert you from enlightenment. And the source of all these Shaktis, Paramashiva, is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging, beyond time, space, form, and causality. And as the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the 5 cosmic acts of Shrishti, which is creation, Sthiti, sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out a delusion, and Anugraha, liberating grace for all living entities. And now the avatar of Paramashiva, the supreme point of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the 1008th living incarnation of Paramashiva and the representative of Paramashiva, and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization nation, and the great cosmic god of the nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been a cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. And it was where the science of enlightenment and power manifestation was taught as a lifestyle. And for the first time in the modern day, the supreme point of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world. And now let's look at the Guru Parampara, where all of this knowledge and sciences are transmitted, are passed down from one generation to the next through the Diksha, the initiation by enlightened Gurus. So the supreme point of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age by his Gurus, was trained and taught these sciences to revive the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of our manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Paramashivoham, and many such others. And now let's see how we can awaken these divine Shaktis in us. How can you manifest these divine Jnana is mapped into your consciousness, Prajna. So now let's look at how the science of manifestation is authenticated through 4 aspects of evidences or pramanas, as told in Sanskrit. So the first is the Shastra pramana, which are the eternal and unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and Agams. And then the next is the Apta Pramana, wherein the Vedic rishis and then the next is the Apta Pramana, avatar's personal experience of the power manifestation, and then the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. And some of you now might be wondering, from where do we get the source? From where does Paramashiva explain these Shaktis? And where is the source where we are getting all of these sciences from. So the Hindus, for the Hindus, the Vedagamas is the applied science. And the Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus and are pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. And the Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology and the applied science is expanded. So the Vedas and Agamas, the Vedagamas, which are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashivoham, and they are the ultimate eternal unchangeable truths. And a reference cited from these Shastras or source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana. And now with that, today as we all prepare ourselves to receive the darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava, we are now going to be with a very special, very unique and exciting live demonstration of the powers of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. So let us get ready to witness the exciting and unique demonstration of the powers of third eye, reading, and the Akashic readings. So let's look at what exactly are the Akashic records before we get into the demonstration. So the Akashic records are records that are created in space of whatever has happened in time, and all of that is there as a file. So the first thing is that nothing can be destroyed. So please understand, none of your actions, plans, emotions, words, nothing can be destroyed. The Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything happening, and yet to happen. And the Akashic records are the verbal and visual 5-dimensional document of whatever is happening, and all of that which is continuously happening is getting recorded. And Mahakalabhairava is the Lord of time and the very fabric of the Akasha, the space dimension. And as the Lord of time and integrity, he holds the key to the cosmic archives, the Akashic records, which contain the past, present, and future. And the Akashic readings is not a prediction, it is readings from the cosmic archives. So there is no such thing as past, present, and future beyond space, where the Akashic records are stored. So in the Akasha, the space dimension, there is no space, there is no past, present, and future. Only in the dimension of time, the past, present, and future are. But the Akashic records, as they are stored in the space dimension, there is no past, present, and future. And that is why what you call as happening, and yet happened is clearly already recorded. And as the avatar of Paramashivoham, the supreme point of Hinduism, has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan of Mahakalabhairava, revealing answers to questions of the yearning of seekers as solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. Any answer given by Kalabhairava is not just an answer, but a karmic breakthrough for the receiver, for all of you, for all of us, and for humanity. And the Shastra Pramana for this power of Akashic reading comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Akasham vimalam pashyan kritva drishtim nirantaram stavdatma takshanat devi bhairavam vapurapnuyat. And in this, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spot lies in infinite etheric space, Akasha, beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking continuously and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space, Bhairava. And the Apta Pramana for this is from the Hindu Purana Mahabharata, which narrates the story of the great sage Maitreya, who reveals the secrets to Vidura, the story of his birth in human form, and the reasons of all his sufferings. And sage Maitreya accesses the Akashic records and tells Vidura that he is not an ordinary man, but in fact was an incarnation of Yamaraja, the Lord of death itself himself. And he was there to play. He was to play a part of a so-called Shudra for 100 years, being cursed by Mandukamuni. And the Atma Pramana for this power, in Swamiji's own words, reading Akashic chords is just open the screen and it will appear. Originally, the Akashic chords appear in Sanskrit and then it gets translated into English during the process of seer seeing the scene and cognizing. That is why most of the English words which I use, those same words are getting repeated in the Akashic chords. Because the seer, during the process of seeing, translating the scene, because the seer is the person who is talking to you regularly in English, he uses the same words to cognize and translate the scene during the process of seeing itself. And the benefits of this Akashic records, of the power of Akashic reading, the supreme point of Hinduism says, all the information you collected from all your births is in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again. Accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic codes will be useful for you to be liberated from your default future, bringing an end to the binding cognitions, known and unknown, suffering, leading you to experience enlightenment. Paramashivoham. And the supreme point of Hinduism has made it available to the world and has given this gift to humanity, which will enable people to see and understand their past, present, and future. And the supreme point of Hinduism has initiated the Nithyananda yogis, the Balasins, into the power of Akashic readings and many such powers. And the Balasins who have demonstrated the power of third eye reading are specially initiated into the powers of Akashic readings. The Balasins connect in oneness and channel Swamiji, the supreme point of Hinduism. And the supreme point of Hinduism is providing this service freely to humanity, and many people have used this great service to find missing objects, learn about their past lives, learn how to manifest money, job, or whatever they want in their lives. And people have witnessed the authenticity of these revelations. So let's see how the Balasins manifest the power of Akashic readings. So the Balasins manifest the power of third eye reading, through which they tune their inner space with oneness to receive Swamiji. And then the Balasins offer the Guru Puja and connect in the space of oneness with Swamiji, invoking Swamiji in their inner space. And once the Guru Puja is done, and after tuning into the space of oneness with Swamiji, the question is asked to the Balasin, and then the Balasin looks into the Atmamurti, the deity of Swamiji, where the Akashic readings appear in golden letters. And without any alteration, without any manipulation or dilution, the Balasins read them out as it is to the participants. And only an avatar can alter the Akashic readings. The initiated Balasins can, of course, view the Akashic cards. However, only an avatar can alter, edit, upgrade, and change the Akashic cards. So during the darshan and dikshas, the supreme point of Hinduism blesses and upgrades the Akashic cards as per the prayer of the devotee. So what can you ask in the Akashic readings? What questions can you get answers for? You can ask the most accurate and unbiased answers to any questions about your life, destiny, purpose, or any everyday part of your life. You can ask to be spiritually healed of any physical or emotional problem with just a look or a word. You can ask for an understanding and the reasons behind your life's happenings, and receive blessings to fulfill your right desires and get clarity to redesign your future. And now, let us all get ready to witness the live demonstration of the powers of third eye, reading which is reading with the eyes blindfolded and the Akashic readings. So now the Balasins will be beginning with the power of third eye reading. So the Shastra Pramana for this power of third eye reading comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishtanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. And the translation for this verse is, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind in inner space through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva. And the Apta Pramana for this power is where Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. Natu mam shakyase drashtu manenaiva svachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyam me yogamaishwaram. So in this verse, Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. So in the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Bhagavan Krishna's Vishnupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. And specifically in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through his third eye. And the Atma Pramana for this in Swami's own words. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, the whole 360 degree, 10 directions below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel and experience all of them as me. And the Pratyaksha Pramana for this is when scientists used a PET, a positron emission tomography, on the Supreme Point of Hinduism himself and measured the Supreme Point of Hinduism's brain waves. And it was measured that when doing daily activities, there was high activity measured in the brain where the third eye is located. And when in deep samadhi state, only the third eye region is active, and almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace. And now the Sakshi Pramana, where this rare and sacred science of third eye awakening has been made available to humanity for our ultimate enrichment and conscious evolution by the Supreme Point of Hinduism. And as a living incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Point of Hinduism embodies the most profound yogic states that surpass all the bounds of time, space, and matter. And he is gifting this pure and great science of third eye awakening along with many other spiritual sciences through Diksha, the initiation for millions of people. And everyone who has been initiated into these sciences have experienced the profound results and extraordinary manifestation in their day-to-day lives. And now, let's get ready to witness the live demonstration of the powers of third eye. So we have with us Manitya Prajnanananda.
Nithyananda.
Yes, so Ma Prajnana, now with her, she has an eye band that she will be using to tie her eyes. You can see that there are two holes in the eye band where the eyes will be going into, and there's a strap that will be maintaining the eye band tight around her eyes, and there will be no light entering anywhere around her eyes. And there's also a small place to cover the bridge of the nose. And now we have a volunteer with us who will be, we have a volunteer with, Ma Pragnana has a volunteer with her who will be tying the I-band for Ma Pragnana.
Can you adjust it on the nose, ma? On the ear, sorry. Can you keep it on top of? Yes.
Yes, so all of you can see that she will be unmuted the whole time, and you can also see that she is not touching the I-band anytime, even for adjustments. Volunteer is making the adjustments, and you all can see all the sides. Ma Pragnana will be turning to the right, left, up, and down. So all of you can see that there is no gaps anywhere around her eyes. Yes. So now we'll be projecting the live comments in front of all of you, and you can see how Ma Pragnana reads the comments. And anyone watching us right now on YouTube can put in your comments in the YouTube comment section. Ma Pragnana, you can start reading.
So the last comment I'm able to see is so sorry the slides are not showing, ma.
Yes, we're sorry about the technical glitch, yeah?
And
yes,
then
okay,
after
so
that, Ma Celine G has put hello with the smiley emoji, full smiley emoji with 3 hearts.
yes. Anyone else who would like to put in your comments before we go into the next power? You can all quickly put in your comments a sequence of emojis, numbers, letters, sentences, anything. And you can even put a different language.
Or you can just put anything in any other language or anything. The next comment is from Ma Mahasatya Nitya Bhakta. Paramashiva manifested Shuddha Tattva domain with Akasha at one, 2 times 1 is put, and Kala at the other end, with all 36 in Shuddha Tattva, and with 3 Trishuls.
Yes, so all of you can see it's the exact thing that Mahasatya Nitya Bhakta has put. And yes, we have a few more comments now. You can read it.
Yes, Prabjot Gilaya has put in some other, I think, French. Les present Esteux, I have no pour l'école. Jai, Vraiment travail est mien les jours où la science commencera à étudier les phénomènes non-physics. And many of the letters have a line on the top. And Prabjot Gilaya has again put in another language. El Ferra plus de progress en une décennie Q dance tau les cycles precedent de son existence nos virtus et nos default sont inseparables comme la force et la matière. And also quan dil se separent ihomenes plus. Wanted to see if you can guess what language it is. is this ma? Yes. It is not about guessing. It is only whatever Paramashiva reveals. Yeah. We are not guessing. We are seeing whatever Paramashiva has revealed.
Ma Pragya had said German, so you can get back in the comments about what language it is. So she said French, so you can get back in the comment section. And yes, with that, now we'll be moving to the next power, the exciting power of the Akashic readings. So I request the volunteer with Ma Prajnana to remove her eye band. And all of you can see the eye band being removed. There's nothing added or removed from the eye band. It's just as it was before it was put on Ma Prajnana. Yes. And now with that, we'll be getting into the next power of Akashic readings. So now Ma Prajnana will be doing the Guru Puja, connecting in oneness with Swamiji. So now that all of us have witnessed the live demonstration of the third eye reading, we will now be getting into the power of Akashic readings once the Balasan is done with the Guru Puja. So she will be coming, and all of you can also see the Guru Puja. She will be connecting in oneness with Swamiji. As we said before, the Balasans, while doing the power of third eye, tune themselves with this in oneness with Swamiji, and then do the Guru Puja, invoke Swamiji in their inner space, and then start the Akashic readings. Yes, so now we have Ma Prajnana. She is ready to start the Guru Puja. So now she will be starting the Guru Puja and invoking Swamiji in her inner space before she starts the Akashic readings.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasidusham Sattvamasyaadilakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्ति मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ललाटे त्रिपुण्ड्रीनितिलधृतकस्तूरीतिलकः स्फुरन्मालाधारस्फुरितकटिकौ पीनवसनः ददानो दुष्टारं शिरसि फणिराजं शशिकलाम् प्रदीपः सर्वेषाम् अरुणगिरियोगी विजयते। ॐ हृत्पद्ममासनं दद्यात् सहस्रारच्युतामृतैः पाद्यं चरणयो दद्यात् मनस्तु अर्घ्यं निवेदयेत् तेनामृतेन आचमनीयं स्मृतम् आकाशतत्त्वं वस्त्रं स्यात् गन्धः स्यात् गन्धतत्त्वकं चित्तं प्रकल्पयेत् पुष्पं धूपं प्राणान् प्रकल्पयेत् तेजस्तत्त्वं च दीपार्थं नैवेद्यं स्याच्युतामृतिः अनाहतत्वनिर्गुण्ठा वायुतत्त्वं च चामरं सहस्रारं भवेत् सूत्रं शब्दतत्त्वं च कीटकं नृत्यमिन्द्रियकर्माणि साञ्चल्यं मनसस्तदा सुमेकलां पद्ममालां पुष्पं नानाविधं तदा अमायास्ते भावपुष्पैः अर्चयेद् भावगोचरम् अमायं मनहङ्कारं मरागम् अमदं तदा अमोहकम् अदम्भं च अद्वैसाक्ष्यौपकौ तदा मात्सर्यम् अलोभं च दशपुष्पं विदुर्बुधाः अहिंसात् परमं पुष्पं पुष्पमिन्द्रियनिग्रहः दया पुष्पं क्षमा पुष्पं ज्ञानपुष्पं शपञ्चमम् इति वञ्चतसेत् भावपुष्पैः सम्पूजयेत् भगवन्तं श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवम्। ॐ ह्रीं एतत्पाद्यं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं एष अर्घ्यः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदम् आचमनीयं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं स्थानीयं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं वस्त्रोत्तरीयं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं एष गन्धः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं सच्चन्दनपुष्पं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं सच्चन्दनबिल्वपत्रं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं एष धूपः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं एष दीपः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं शोपकर्णनैवेद्यं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं पानार्तोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं पुनराचमनीयं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। आरात्रिकं कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं जगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। महाराष्ट्रिकं समर्पयामि भगवती नित्यानंद परमेश्वरचरणकमलेभ्यो नमः। पुष्पाञ्जलिः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्तकर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविवाहिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्याधिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। पुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि भगवती नित्यानंद परमेश्वर चरणकमलेभ्यो नमः। ॐ नित्यानन्दम्।
Yes. So now the Balsant is going to start the Akashic readings. So we have the first question from E. Rosario. She is asking, Dear Kal Bhairava, remove from me any unnatural death. Please tell me why the call from the job you promised me in 2017 never came, and what you will give me buddhi. Gratitude.
You received blessings, but you didn't receive trust. Trust comes within you. With the blessing, if you trusted, it would have manifested. You come to conclusions on your own. Either you consciously decide and break that conclusion and put up trust, you will see it manifest. When you achieve that trust and complete completion, you will see liberation. Mukti happens in you.
The next question we have is from E. Flavio. She is asking, Dear Kalvairava, why am I seeing number 36 everywhere? Also, heal my first son, Miguel, from head pain, and my son, Marcus, from stomach pain. Gratitude.
Tathastu. Both your sons will be healed. Get them to spiritual path. Blessings.
And then
The number 36 doesn't have any reason. It is you yourself complicating. So just drop it. Listen.
the next question is from Zong Winnie. She is asking, what is my past life with Swamiji and what is my purpose of this life?
Please repeat the question.
This question is from Ma Zong Winnie. She is asking, what is my past life with Swamiji and what is my purpose of this life?
You were born to be a support and to let the energy of Paramashiva flow through you and revive the sovereignty of Kailas. In your previous birth, in the physical presence of the Master, you lived only for a few hours, with which you got the knowledge for you to be courageous enough to take decisions. Blessings.
Yes. That's it we have for today, Kalvairava. And now with that, the Balasant will be chanting the Purna Mantra and coming out of the space and concluding the Akashic readings.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashate Purnasya Purnamadai Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam.
Thank you, Ma Pragnana. And now with that, with the wonderful demonstration of the powers of third eye and Akashic reading that all of us witnessed, with that we come to the conclusion of this power manifestation segment, and we will be moving on to the further segments where we will be learning about the world today versus Kailasa today and who is Mahakala Bhairava. So now we'll be getting into the next segment where we will be learning about the world today versus Kailasa today. So the world today is booming with psychological issues, and the hope of tomorrow are facing episodes of this depression in is in an all-time high right now. And the Kailasa, the spiritual solution, has provided the Nithyananda Hindu University, which is the world's largest Hindu university in as per the number of facilities, faculties, numbers of students, numbers of courses, and the number of inspired people by the Supreme Point of Hinduism, with 20 million plus enrollments, 7,000 plus courses, and attended extended campuses in 150 countries. And the Nithyananda Hindu Library is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, and spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism. And the world today has many troubled adults. The whole world is going through a phase of extreme suffering from rich to poor and young to old. And the spiritual solution, Kailasa, is providing Sri Kailasa uniting nations for consciousness studies and practices over the past 27 years. They have been working, Kailasa has been working towards empowering the enlightening adults with the greater science of Hinduism. And today, with the blessings of the Supreme Court of Hinduism, Kailasa has over 10,000 de facto spiritual embassies aimed at bringing spiritual healing, empowerment, and enlightenment for the benefit of mankind. And the world today is soaring with death rates in 2020. 2020 was especially deadly as COVID, and COVID wasn't the only culprit. It was not only because of COVID that there were so many deaths in just 2020. At least 356,000 in the US alone died, more than usual since the advent of COVID-19, but not all of these deaths are linked to COVID-19. And the spiritual solution, Kailasa, having taken the responsibility of spirituality to spiritually healing the world during the pandemic, Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship, in collaboration with the Department of Human Services, have been offering Maheshwara Puja twice a month for the departed souls who passed due to COVID, natural calamities, unnatural calamities, devastation for year 2020 till date. And through the Maheshwara Puja, the departed souls are offered completion and liberation through sacred rituals and offered at the feet of the thousand-year living incarnation of Paramashivoham, the supreme point of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam. And now let's see who is Mahakala Bhairav. So, Kala Bhairava is the Lord of Yama, as described in the Kathopanishad, and is the Lord of integrity, and is also the Lord of justice.
Kalabhairava is one of the most powerful expressions of Paramashiva and easily accessible. So the moment you call, he will be there. That's the beauty of Kalabhairava.
Kalbhairava is the cosmic record keeper of anything happening, and yet to happen. You can just ask Kalbhairava and he will pull it up, whole record. Constantly contributing, sharing yourself, extremely loving is the smell of life positivity, and that is the source of Kalabhairava.
The mood of your body, your mind, your physiology, your psychology, which you keep now, plays a very important role in your whole life. If you keep the now with incompletions, that will continue forever. If you keep the now in completion and clarity, that will manifest forever. Color does not meet your consciousness in the past or in the future. He meets your consciousness now in the present.
And any simple act you do without calculation, the strength you feel inside of you is Kalbhairava strength. Use love as the strategy for your existence. The joy oozes out in your being is the strength of Kalabhairava. And the simple act of giving love strengthens your Kala dimension. And that is Kalabhairava's strength.
All justice is delivered cosmically only from pure space of love. Maintain intense space of love. Parameshwara will raise you to the space of being just and deliver justice to the world.
And extreme authenticity makes you manifest Kalabhairava. Do intense authentic yoga every day. You can choose anytime you want. One Prathama Vinyasa Krama, all the 108 asanas with the 12 components. You can do that sequence. First, it can be done in less than 40 minutes. At least do Prathama Vinyasa Krama intensely every day. Kalbhairava will manifest in you. Kalbhairava breaks, destroys, burns all the self-doubt, self-hatred, and self-denial. And even if you have not realized, Kalbhairava can manifest in you and make realizations happen. That is the power of Kalabhairava.
Kalabhairava is the dimension of the universe where universes, multiverses happen, exist for zillions of years, and dissolve spontaneously, simultaneously. He destroys negativity because of his love for life. Anyone radiates love for life becomes part of Kalabhairava. You achieve eternity. In every action, bring intense love, bring intense completion with yourself, with others, with every animal, tree, everything, with your home, with your team, with your family, with your friends, with everyone. Bring complete completion.
And the Shastra Vimana of where Kalabhairava blesses you with victory and in all your endeavors comes from the Kankagma Purvapada Mantrodhara Patalam, verse 24. Gakaro Bhairavam Nyeyam Muktabham Shatrunashanam Nakara Kalabhijam Cha Kalam Sarvajayam Bhave. And the translation of this is the letter Gha is related to Bhairava. It is the color of pearl. It has the power of destroying the enemy. The letter Na is related to Kaladeva. It is the color of black. It has the power of bestowing victory in all endeavors.
As per Hindu history, Shiva Purana, Parameshwara took the form of Kalabhairava to dissipate the delusion of Brahma. When Brahma created this world, it was a fun. For a moment, he made it as a game. The moment is the fifth head of Brahma. Kalabhairava got that. Play should be play. Why are you making it as a game? The play had become game. So Kalabhairava's form invokes terror in inauthentic souls, yet he is glorious to those who are willing to drop their hypocrisy at his gaze.
And the Samskara Dahana Kriya is the Brahma Kapala, which swallows all your pain patterns and stops the multiplying of your pain patterns. The Samskara Dahana Kriya means burning all your pain patterns, which is the root of suffering in your life.
Time shafts means the time, Kala Chakra, continuously moving. The future is continuously entering into past, this moment. The next moment is future. By now it has already become past. Future, now I am. Already it has become past. The past is continuous. The future is continuously becoming past. The future time is continuously becoming the past. The time is moving, the time shaft continuously is rolling and moving. Your future is nothing but past. You are seeing only one portion of the time shaft.
And when the cosmic laws penetrate you, you visualize the time as Kala Chakra. The Kala Chakra is penetrating all of us now. You are touching the Kala Chakra now, and love is the lubricant. If you carry the lubricant in your heart, it will be a smooth, happy moment. If you carry violence and powerless cognitions, every time the Kala Chakra touches you, you will be angry, boiling, and powerless.
So Bhagavan Kalabhairava bestows abundance and wealth. Bhukti Muktidayakam Prashastachara Vigraham Bhakta Vatsalam Sthitam Samasta Loka Vigraham. This is from the fourth verse of Kalabhairavashtakam, which translates to salutations to Sri Kalabhairava, who is the giver of worldly prosperity and liberation, and who has an auspicious, pleasing form, who is kind and loving to his devotees, and who stands firm as a deity of all the lokas. So Bhagavan Kalabhairava bestows abundance in wealth and prosperity in our lives and also bestows liberation upon us. Worshipping Kalabhairava awakens the feeling connection we have and help us see the deep compassion and lovingness in Kalabhairava.
And the dimensions of Bhagavan Kalabhairava is also mentioned in the Kalabhairavashtakam verse 6, Mrityu Darpanashanam Karaladam Shramokshanam, which means destroys the pride of death manifested as fear within us, and whose large cerebral fangs liberate us from the fear of death. Bhagavan Kalabhairava liberates us from the fear of death, which is the root of all our fears that we experience in our lives.
Dimensions of Kalabhairava is mentioned again in the Kalabhairavashtakam. The next dimension of Paramashiva is from the 7th verse. Drishtipata Nashtapapa Jalamugra Shashanam Ashtasiddhidayakam Kapalamalikam Dharam, which means whose terrific glance destroys the net of the powerful and mighty rule of sins in our mind, who bestows the 8 siddhis and who wear a garland of skulls. Just one glance. The next dimension of Paramashiva is where just one glance of Bhagavan Kalabhairava destroys the various sins committed by us in our lifetimes. Just by worshipping Bhagavan Kalabhairava, he removes the self-doubt, hatred, denial, and other patterns which doesn't allow us to manifest powers and showers us with various powers given by Paramashiva.
And more dimensions of Bhagavan Kalabhairava is also mentioned in the Kalabhairavashtakam verse 9. Shoka moha danyalopa kopatapanashanam te priyanti Kalabhairava vangi sannidhim, which means which destroys mental sorrows and afflictions, illusions and infatuations, wretchedness and depression, passion and anger, and mental heat and burns. And after death, the devotee will surely attain the feet of Sri Kalabhairava. So Bhagavan Kalabhairava destroys and burns the patterns of sorrow, delusion, depression, and anger inside us. And when we come to an end of this lifetime, it is rest assured that we will merge in oneness with Bhagavan Kalabhairava himself. And now we'll be getting into the next segment where we will be seeing the 5 sutras to manifest Kalabhairavoham.
Let us learn the science of Kalabhairavoham. There are 5 truths, sutras revealed by the Supreme Point of Hinduism in the 17th Jan 2021. These 5 sutras are the techniques to experience Kalabhairavoham and live as Kalabhairava. Listen to these 5 statements intensely. The Supreme Point of that you will become enlightened and start manifesting powers right now.
So now we'll be watching a video as Swamiji speaks about the 5 sutras.
नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respect and blessings. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Kartas, Kotari, Tanedar, visitors, viewers, ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, everyone sitting with us with my love and blessings. My blessings to New Zealand and Fiji Sangha, Kailasa in New Zealand and Kailasa in Fiji. I enjoyed your sincerity and integrity. Thank you. So beautiful. Practically, I know everyone. Gautamananda and Kavita, Murali, Kaladevi, Neha. I know every one of you. Love you guys. Only I'm not seeing Ma Deva Vedanta. I don't know where my Ma Deva Vedanta is, but love and blessings to all of you. I know every one of you, Ma Barbara. I know literally all of you by name, and blessings to the whole New Zealand Sangha. So beautiful. And blessings to all of you. Ma Deepika, Ma Neha, Ma Kavita, and Kaladevi. Blessings. Murali, every one of you, my blessings. Let's enter into today's satsang. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Listen to these 5 statements intended. You will become enlightened and start manifesting powers now, immediately. I am not playing with your greed. I am playing with your consciousness. Listen carefully. I am not playing with your greed. I am playing with your consciousness. Listen to the 5 statements I am going to make now. These are the 5 sutras. I am going to reveal the sutras only now, doing Kandana Mandana and establishing the powerfulness of the sutra is the job of the Bhashyakaras, my Sampradaya, my disciples. Now, I am only going to reveal these 5 sutras. Listen. Listen to these 5 sutras. Sutra 1. The person, being, who is bold enough to deny existence of suffering and pain in your life, even if your mind brainwashes you and forces you to believe that suffering exists, in front of that mind, if you boldly stand and terrorize that mind by your powerful way of denying the existence of suffering, you become the space for Mahakala Bhairava and no karma touches you. You establish yourself in the neutral zone called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I'll repeat. Powerfully, if needed, arrogantly, with tremendous pride, declare your Paramashivatva by arrogantly, if needed, illogically, even if it feels like stupid, terrorize your mind by denying the suffering and pain. Just deny to accept the existence of pain and suffering. Do not look for solution. Do not look for compromised understanding. Do not look for quick relief. Do not look for alters. Do not look for solution. Be powered, even be arrogant or irrational, illogical, stupid. Anything is okay. Just deny the existence of suffering and pain. For all my disciples who knows I am truth, nothing but truth, Satya, I am giving this as initiation. You will all be successful in this initiation truth. Decide to treat your mind or anyone externally or internally trying to convince you that you have suffering, you have pain, treat them very cheaply, like a shit. Whether somebody outside or somebody inside, trying to convince you, brainwash you, that the suffering and pain exists, treat them like a shit, cheap. Listen carefully. Your conscious decision, suffering doesn't exist, pain doesn't exist. Even if I am terrorized by the pain and suffering, I will stand by my Guru Vak. Pain and suffering does not exist. Even if you are surrounded by the lava, molten, the melted stone, lava, declare, my Guru has told, there is no pain, there is no suffering. I will throw my jata for you to hold and lift you to Kailasa. Listen. Demonstrate your powerfulness, even if it looks like arrogance, in front of delusion which is trying to brainwash you. You have suffering, you have pain. Listen carefully. When you deny outright the existence of pain and suffering, the whole change goes on. The whole change happens in your system, creates space for Paramashiva. Suddenly you will see the universe is moving around you. You are the center. Listen. Look for peace, you will enjoy bliss. Don't look for bliss, you will always land in hopelessness. Understand this first sutra. When I say deny pain and suffering, I am not saying look for bliss and joy. No. Look for peace. Deny pain, deny suffering, deny their very existence, not their reasons, cause. No. Shit is a shit is a shit. And the beauty is, the good news is that shit doesn't exist. That's the good news I have for you. Pain is a shit may not be a good news. But the shit called pain does not exist is a good news. Listen, intense. This one sutra can give enlightenment to all my disciples now. This moment. You can start manifesting powers, just decide. I deny the existence of any form of pain and suffering inside and outside me. I am not interested in even recognizing the existence of pain and suffering. Forget about the causes. If you don't even accept the existence of that shit, why will you try to find the cause of that shit? Denial of pain and suffering gives you one of the greatest opening to look into the reality. Denial of pain and suffering, I am not teaching as a technique for you to practice. I am revealing this as a truth for you to wake up. Being my disciple, you don't have a right to suffer or have pain. Either be my disciple and renounce the right to have suffering and pain, or marry the pain and suffering and drop me. Decision to deny the pain and suffering and its very existence in any form is the pure neutral space, Nirvikalpa Samadhi in you. It does not come by practice, it comes by decision. It comes by decision, not by any practice. Decide. I went through this rut of pain, suffering exists, and then trying to find the cause, and then trying to find the solution. By the time I find the solution, I realize the solution is not working, and by the time I find that solution is not working, I am more frustrated, and with the more frustration, I find more pain and suffering. The moment you accept the existence of pain and suffering, you put your leg on the sarukkuparai, slippery rock of delusion. After that, nobody can save you. So deny the very existence. Don't try to make a technique out of what I am saying. To all my disciples, I am giving a command, not technique, order. You don't have a right to have suffering or pain. By becoming my disciple, you have committed your life, your inner space to me, and you don't have a right to have pain or suffering. Listen carefully. When you decide the pain and suffering has no existence, this is the truth. Even till I realize, because Swamiji has realized he loves me, he will tell only good to me, and he will reveal only the truth to me. Because he has revealed, I know for sure there is no suffering, there is no pain, and I won't get brainwashed by any fellow who is trying to tell me that suffering and pain exists. Anyone who is trying to brainwash me is lower than my guru who is trying to wash my brain. My guru who is trying to wash my brain is far superior for me than anyone who is trying to brainwash me with the existence of pain and suffering ideas. The first sutra. Sutra, listen. Second sutra, your mind reflects on your brain, and your brain is given a special power to rejuvenate itself in 1 year. In 1 year, the brain completely releases all the old dead cells and recreates itself. It's a even modern day science agrees. It is not only that Ayurveda, the Vedic biology, Hindu biology reveals this truth. Even the modern day science agrees with what I am revealing. Your brain completely replaces itself every 1 year. Listen. When your brain replaces itself, replenishes itself, recreates itself, it can either expand its possibility to radiate Paramashiva, or it can shrink its ability to radiate Paramashiva. Both passes, but there is no neutral. There is no neutral gear. There is no such thing as just, I am just stable. I am neither going down nor going up. No, that doesn't exist. Either you go up or you go down. That's it. So now be very clear. If you decide the truth today I am declaring, this first sutra, virtually, have pride. You have Paramashiva as Guru. You have Paramashiva directly teaching you and initiating you. And you don't even need to practice what I am teaching. If you have the arrogance, Paramashiva is your Guru, you simply know what I am revealing is the truth and you just start living. Listen, very rare to have intimate feeling connection with me because I have created enough rumors and scandals around me. All those vada soda cheap shitty mind cannot get connected to me or accept me. It needs tremendous maturity. Even to feel this fellow is talking the truth. Even if you feel this guy is telling the truth and this guy seems to be loving me, be very clear, you are a matured guy. You think all these rumors and scandals which are getting created around me is not under my control? That's the way I cheat human beings. I tell you, if you feel these 3 statements, I think Swamiji loves me. And I know for sure Swamiji knows the ultimate truth. And I think Swamiji tells the ultimate truth to me. If you believe these 3 statements, or even any one of these 3 statements, just stand up and do a pradakshina. Namaskar means circumambulation of yourself. Atma pradakshina, just love yourself. Celebrate yourself for being yourself. You are worthy of namaskara, pradakshina namaskara. That's a powerful blessing, I tell you. If you cognize even any one of these 3 statements, now what I am telling you will straight it go into your system. I'll just nail it straight on your brain. Hey, decide, be arrogant. I am disciple of Nithyananda. எங்க சாமி எவனையும் கேர் பண்ணாது. அத மாதிரி தான் நாங்களும். With this clarity, deny the existence of all kinds, types, dimensions of pain and suffering. Even if your brain tells, even if your mind tells, you are sinking in the ocean, the lava is surrounding you, burning your skin. Just tell, pain doesn't exist, suffering doesn't exist. I'll throw my jata and just lift you. Don't worry. Just lift you to Kailasa. And I tell you, death is not end. Is the greatest loss in the life. Not death. Be very clear. Death is not end of the life. It's not full stop. It's just a comma. The greatest loss in life is collapsing from powerful cognition, not death. Fools are those who teach death is the loss. Collapsing from powerful cognition is the greatest loss. Hold on to this powerful truth. Be very clear inside you. Powerfully deny the existence of suffering and pain. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. When you decide with this clarity and truth, the brain which gets rebuilt, newly built, gets rejuvenated, will just expand and reflect the pure cosmos. It will just open up to superconsciousness and vibrate Shiva, 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 Shiva. Hey, listen, our ancestors, rishis, not only knows the whole movement of sun, moon, 9 planets, far beyond the planets, even the stars, so clearly, the 27 stars and their movements they know. How do you think? Thousands of years before, in the Surya Siddhanta, they have described the whole cosmos so clearly because their brain was able to manifest, reflect the pure cosmos. Their consciousness was so peaceful in Shanti, established in Shanti. Careful, listen carefully. Deny the existence of pain and suffering and don't look for joy, bliss, excitement. Look for peace, Shanti. You will get it. You will get it. You will get it. When you look for Shanti, not only you will start enjoying the juice Shanti inside you, that juice makes you a matured being, consciously matured being. And that maturity creates intense excitement, energy, bliss, joy as a side effect. Don't look for the side effect. So listen carefully. The first sutra: deny the existence of all pain and suffering, all dimensions and aspects of pain and suffering. Even if you are getting drowned in the ocean, just tell yourself, Swamiji said there is no pain or suffering. Come what may, let's see. But there is no pain or suffering. Be very clear. You won't have death. Death is not end. Losing the truth is the grand death. Society has brainwashed you too much. Society has brainwashed you too much by giving the multiple layered lies. Listen. This multiple layered lies catch your attention. Even if you are convinced about the one lie, gone. You have put your leg on the slippery rock and you will land in the end delusion. Don't. Deny the fundamental, foundational brainwashing technique used by society, deluded society on you about the existence of pain and suffering. Listen, it is not okay to be normal with absolutely sick social conditioning. Don't try to be normal with the shit, sick social conditioning. Meditate, contemplate, internalize all the statements today I am making. The first statement is about the truth. Denial of all the brainwashing done to you about the pain and suffering. Second statement: this decision to be in truth will expand your brain's ability to reflect, radiate, manifest superconsciousness with the powerful cosmic space and this cosmic nada, Shiva, 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 Mahanada, Shiva, 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 Shiva. when your brain develops the capacity to reflect and radiate the cosmos in the pure conscious form, your mind can never take possession of your brain and brainwash you to believe into anything called pain and suffering. This is the greatest liberation. This is the greatest liberation. Now, third statement. Listen to this third statement. I am having 25 heads, one consciousness. In you, you have broken yourself into 25 consciousness, even though you have only one head. One head, but working in 25 different, getting pulled and pushed in 25 directions. In my case, I have 25 head, but all integrated to one consciousness. That's why I can think 25 various things and manifest all the 25 various things at a time in a cool, stress-free way. Absolutely. I tell you, even the traitors, drohis, guru drohis, and criminals who conspired against me, even if you talk to them offline, they will tell, oh God, what a memory Swamiji has. What an administration capacity. How he knows thoroughly everything from end to end. How many organizations are there in how many countries? Or how many tumblers are there in each ashram? Or in which compound wall, which ashram there is only fencing? In which ashram there is a borewell pump? And which ashram there is only a government water supply? Even the people who hate me, who cherish enmity towards me, who are Guru Drohis, even those Drohitas can't deny my ability to digest information and continue to function without losing the focus or getting distracted. Understand? That is because 25 heads, one consciousness. In your case, one head, conscious is broken 25 ways. One side, your hunger is pulling you in one direction. Another side, your lust is pulling you in another direction. Another side, your fear is pulling you in another direction. Another side, your insecurities are pulling you in another direction. This 25. That is why I am saying, deny the existence of all these so-called ideas of suffering and delusion outright. Don't even put the leg on the slippery rock. You may ask, oh, if I deny the pain and suffering, how will I live a practical life? Only after you deny the existence of pain and suffering, the practical life positive approach will start flowering in you. Till then, what you know is life negative. Nothing called life happened to you till you decide to learn, open up to the truth that there is no suffering, there is no pain. Till then, what you know is all cheap life negative game, slow suicide. I am giving you now with the blessings and permission and grace of Paramashiva, the very own powerful space of Paramashiva to all of you, the very own inner space of Paramashiva, powerfulness to all of you. This is initiation, not just instruction. Especially all my disciples. As I said, these three statements, Swamiji tells the truth. And Swamiji knows the ultimate truth. I think Swamiji loves me, so he will not cheat me. He will only tell the truth to me. In these three statements, even if you are able to believe, cognize one statement, you are my disciple. If you believe all three, great. As I said, you should stand up and do Atma Pradakshana for yourself and be proud of yourself. You can do all this for you and demonstrate your own love for you. You are blessed. You are really blessed. Because if you believe in these three statements, any one, your heart will start vibrating with this sacred truth I am declaring and revealing to you. You may not show your excitement outside because people, others are watching, but inside, hey, I know what Swamiji is telling is the truth. That's me, that's me, that's me. He's talking to me. I think he's watching me directly in the Zoom. That's me. To me, he's talking. Understand? I'm talking to each one of you who are listening to me now. Who are listening to me now. Decide to be with the 25 head, one consciousness. Not one head, 25 consciousness, broken as pieces. No. Your decision to be with 25 head and one consciousness will suddenly make you stress-free. Decide you are Paramashiva. Even if 25 things are going on in your head, you will live as one consciousness. Suddenly you will be stress-free and you will discover the peace inside you. The peace which is in the center of this universe. Your decision is enough, is what I am repeating. Now, the fourth statement, fourth sutra. Your decision to deny the existence of any form of pain, suffering, delusion, its aspects, dimensions, etc. mentioned and above not mentioned. Mentioned above and not mentioned, everything. Your decision to deny it. Makes such beautiful space in you. Simply start manifesting powers and play with the powers. That will give you tremendous confidence to strengthen powers and powerfulness and deny the existence of pain and suffering and the lower way of existing. This fourth statement, you should intensely listen repetitively and meditate. See, you become Bhairava. Mahakala Bhairava, Mahabhairava. Mahabhairava does not have karma. Anyone tries to attack him, they get the karma and they suffer. He himself does not have any karma. He is in a pure space. You establish yourself in that very space. You yourself will see clearly. When somebody does good to you, they get good. When somebody tries to do bad to you, they get bad. But you don't have any karma. You are not the initiator of karmas. And suddenly your past disowns you. Not that you disown your past disowns you. Your past should disown you. Then you are liberated once for all. Your husband should run away from you. Then you are liberated once for all. Now, I am not saying literally. I meant anything you want to get rid of, that should get rid of you. Then you are liberated once for all. You trying to get rid of your past is a cheap, stupid way. That is not Nithyananda way. Your past should get terrorized and should decide to get rid of you. That is Nithyananda way. That's the royal way of Kailasa, royal way to Kailasa. Your past should feel this guy, nut gone loose, screw gone loose. Not only the nut gone loose, screw gone loose, his main shaft itself is missing. So where will I go and fit myself in his life? It should get terrorized and just leave you. Listen. Take this teaching very sincerely and very seriously. And especially when you have a love for me, it will be very easy. Because, you know, I may sound a little cranky, but I tell the truth as it is. See, when you start loving me, the whole pseudo dignity of the society loses power over you. You are detoxed by the stupid social conditioning. You become pure space for Paramashiva's ultimate truths to manifest. Sit like Mahabhairava, Mahakala Bhairava. Hey, I am telling you the truth. You are Mahakala Bhairava. I am not brainwashing you. Actually, if I want to exploit you, I should tell you are something lower than God. I should be brainwashing you into some lower identity so that I can continue to exploit you. But I am not interested in exploiting you. I am interested in expressing through you. You are my soulmate. You are my conscious life partner. I celebrate when you are liberated. Anyone who is now catching what I am saying and saying, yes, Swamiji told, I have no suffering, no pain forever. And I am deciding I have no suffering, no pain. You are my beloved now. I just want to hug you. You are my own. I have only one reason to tell the truth, because truth makes you fulfilled and makes me fulfilled. You are Kala Bhairava. Sit like Kala Bhairava and tell very clearly to your past, present, future. Hey, I am Kala Bhairava. Anyone tries to do good to me, they will be given good. Anyone tries to do bad, they will be given bad. But I am not initiator of any karma. I am the neutral, sacred space, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If you throw laddu on me, you will get the laddu back. If you throw stone on me, you will get that stone back. If you throw the shit on me, you will get that shit back. But nothing will touch me, and I will not be working, operating in any of the cognition level where this sick society operates. There is no concept of pseudo dignity and the reason to operate. Far from pseudo dignity. With this clarity, sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I tell you that quality which oozes out from your consciousness into your body, it will actually literally bring that sweetness in your tongue. That is what is actually Amrita. Amrita means the principles of immortality digested, cognized by your mind and gets sunk, drilled, driven into your brain, and that brain's opening up, flowering, that Sahasrara Chakra flowering, and that honey pours inside the system, literally brings sweetness inside your throat. Amrita. Principles of immortality. Truths of immortality. When they are chewed by your mind and gets into your brain, the chemistry, alchemistry happens in you, in your biology, is nectar. Actually, I'm tasting that this very moment. That's the reason I'm taking a few seconds to settle down and speak. Now, the fifth statement. Listen to this fifth statement. When you start actively practicing this truth, express it in your inner image with yourself, through your outer image with others, all the conflict will become irrelevant. Be powerful, bold, to stand any stress created externally or internally. When you manifest this truth and demonstrate your vairagya and will persistent, uncompromisingly, vairam vainda vairagyam, vairagya like a diamond, vajra, vajra vairagya. That's all. That's all. Listen, 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 listen to this truth and internalize, manifest. All of you are my loved ones, my near and dear ones, my soulmates, my beloveds. It's for all of you. I am keeping myself alive amidst so much of attack, whether assassination attacks, attempts, or defamation, identity, whatever the lies and shit, false pains, sufferings thrown on me, not only I deny them, I disgrace all those pain and suffering. Blessings to all of you. Let this initiation happen and all of you manifest this great enlightenment experience. The state, space, powers of Paramashiva. I also have a lot of proclamations and letters of appreciation from all over the world. I'll upload all of it in the Facebook and social media. Please enjoy them. Maybe I'll read out in further satsangs. Today we have 143 proclamation letters from all over the world. But now I wanted to give you all the time to meditate and be in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living. Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss. Thank you. Be blissful.
Jnana. Welcome back, dear viewers. Now that we have understood from the Supreme Concept himself the 5 truths to manifesting Kalabhairava, let us enter into the exercise. If I could request the volunteer to project the slides, please. So let us understand that Mahabhairava does not have karma. Your decision to deny the existence of any form of suffering, its delusion, its aspect, dimension, and what is not mentioned here also makes you such a beautiful inside of you. You will simply start manifesting and playing with it will give you tremendous confidence and strengthen powerfulness and deny the existence of pain and suffering and lower the way and your lower way of existence. This fourth statement, you should intensely listen repetitively and internalize. You will become Bhairava, Mahakala Bhairava, Mahabhairava. Mahabhairava does not have karma. Anyone tries to attack him, they get the karma and they suffer. He is in a pure space. You establish yourself in that very space. You yourself will see clearly. When somebody does good to you, they get good. And when they do bad to you, they get bad. You are not the initiator of karma. Suddenly, your past disowns. Not that you disown your past, then you are liberated once and for all. In the words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, take this teaching very sincerely and very seriously, especially when you have love for me. It will be very easy because you know I tell the truth as it is. When you start loving me, the whole pseudo dignity of the society loses power over you. You become a pure space for Paramashivoham, for the ultimate manifest. Let us now enter into this process. Sit like Kalabhairava and tell your past, present, and future. I am Kalabhairava. Anyone tries to do good to me, they will be given good. Anyone who tries to do bad to me, they will be given bad. But I am not the initiator of karma. I am the neutral, sacred space of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If you throw laddu on me, you will get laddu back. If you throw stone on me, you will get stone back. If you throw shit on me, you will get shit back. But nothing will touch me. I will not throw anything back at you. I will not be working in any cognition level where this sick society operates. There is no concept or of pseudo dignity as reason to operate. With this clarity, sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. How to sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you ask? Don't create a thought. Don't sustain a thought. Don't try to destroy or fight with a thought. Just don't bother about what is going on inside of you. Whether thought, emotion, pain, or peace, do not respond to anything. Just decide, let me be unclutched. Sit with that unclutched Nirvikalpa Samadhi. It will literally bring that sweetness in your tongue. That is actually what is Amrita. Demonstrate your vairagya and will persistence uncompromising. When you start actively practicing this truth, expressing it in your inner image with yourself, through your outer image with others, all the conflicts will become irrelevant. Be powerful, bold, to stand to any stress created internally or externally. When you manifest this truth and demonstrate your vairagya and will persistence uncompromising. So let us look at a story from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's own life, the Atma Pramana, the account from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. So the experience of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at the age of 10, where Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism experienced that pain is alive. It started with Annamalai Swamigal saying that we are not the body, we are beyond the body. He started teaching Ramana Maharishi's teachings, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism ran home and wanted to check how can we be beyond the body. We are beyond pains and suffering. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism took the shaver. In those days, his father used to have a slide blade and shave. He took that razor and literally cut his thigh. Of course, there was bleeding, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's mother saw to the hospital. There, the family doctor, Dr. Karunanandi, attended to him, and the doctor was literally like family, and almost 13 stitches were given to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Once the bleeding stopped and the doctor did all that was needed medically, he's then asked in front of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and his parents, this is not an accidental cut. It has purposely been done because it is so deep and such a long cut, it cannot be accidental. Ask him why he did it. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's parents started investigating with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And the doctor even had a doubt whether this was a suicide attempt. Then the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that the whole thing was to test Annamalai Swamigal's teaching. And he told that Annamalai Swamigal told that we don't have pain. I just wanted to check whether I have pain or not. So I cut myself to see whether I have pain and suffering or not. And on the 14th of June, 2011, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism suffered a complicated type 1 open fracture of both the bones and of both the bones of the right forearm. And the usual pain experienced by this kind of double open fracture would cause excruciating pain for weeks and leave one bedridden with medication and with the hands completely immobilized. The pain medication would be a necessity. However, in the case of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, from the moment the horrendous fracture occurred, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was continuously joyful and smiling, even while preparing for the travel to the hospital. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism suggested to the doctor to perform the surgery without any anesthesia, and continuously shared that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism never experienced pain at any point in time. During this entire incident, he never used any pain medication. So let us understand why we need Guru in our life, why we need Guru to experience all of these teachings and experience that we are not that we also do not have Paramashivoham. Let us understand. So who is a guru? The guru or a master is not a vyakti, a person, as you may imagine. He is a tattva, a principle. He is a simple physical representation of the divine. In the Vedic tradition, the spiritual teacher, the guru or the master, is said to be more important than God. God is always and everywhere, but it is the guru who opens the disciple's eyes to the existence of God. The master is the doorway to one's own experience of the divine. The Shastra Pramana, or the scriptural reference for guru, is from the Guru Gita, and it explains the supreme state is easily attained by those who think of nothing else but me. Therefore, strive the utmost to propitiate the guru. And it continues on. Always remember the guru's form. Constantly repeat the divine name given by the guru. Always follow the guru's command and think of nothing other than the guru. Out of compassion for you, I shall tell you how the embodied soul becomes Brahman, having been purified of all sins by serving the Sri Guru. And so all of us want to live in our lives. We want to live as Balabhairava, denying the existence of pain and suffering. However, we all have one question. Is it possible for me? How long will it take for me to realize this? I have tried before, but have not been successful. Is there any instant way for me to manifest and experience this truth? Does Hinduism offer a solution that is instant and immediate? The good news is yes, Hinduism does provide an instant way to experience Paramashivoham. The great news is you are going to learn the sacred science here and now. So let us learn how we can manifest Paramashivoham instantly. Through the offerings of Mahakala, we can instantly connect with Kala, connect with Guru, and instantly manifest all that we want. We can instantly manifest Kala. So in this next segment, we will go through some of the offerings that we can make to Mahakala, how we can connect to him more deeply and experience all of the benefits of offering our devotion, our love, and our gratitude to Mahakala. So we will be right back after a very quick break and enter into this segment.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, welcome back after that very quick break. To all the viewers who are joining with us today for this Mahakala Bhairava Bhavasamadhi Darshan. I hope each and every one of you is enjoying this program thus far. We have learned the powerful cognition of Bhagavan Sri Kala Bhairava. We have even understood from Bhagavan himself, the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, about how we can manifest Kala Bhairavoham. And these are secrets that are extremely profound in this day and age. And not only is the Supreme Concept of Hinduism giving us the ultimate knowledge, but also he is literally giving us the initiation, the energy, the superconscious energy to manifest all of this into reality. And that is what happens when we have the darshan and diksha of Mahakala Bhairava. And in just a few minutes, in just a short time, we will be having the very special darshan of Mahakala Bhairava. And I invite each and every one of you to sit back, relax, as we are going into the various different ornaments of Bhagavan Mahakala Bhairava that you can offer today. These are very sacred, different offerings that you can make in order to deeply experience oneness in your life. In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, with the rituals, one of the beautiful ways that Supreme Concept Hinduism himself describes what these offerings can do for you. He says that until you can manifest your reality as you want it, we will manifest it for you. And that is literally kind of like the tagline for the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalaya, where we are manifesting through these rituals, through the sacred science of worship, in order to manifest the reality. And it's a known science through the sacred vibrations and creation of space. All of these are a very fundamental science, a part of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. So now let us understand what is the significance of making an offering. First of all, offering is a giving of a divine gift of pure love, devotion, and oneness, and it consists of two parts. One is giving and one is accepting. And only when the divine accepts what you offer, the offering becomes complete. And most importantly, an offering is not made out of fear or out of greed. And it is always out of pure love, devotion for the divine. So when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a way and a part of the grand Leela played out for the only purpose of enlightenment. And you can take part in this grand Leela right now by making an offering. You'll see today that many of these offerings have different levels. So you don't have to feel as though these offerings are way too much for you. You want to make an offering, but you're not able to. That is completely unnecessary. You can feel completely accepted just in the status that you are. If you want to make an offering, there's different levels for any economic status that you might be in. You don't have to feel as though you're not able to make an offering as on now. So whether it is the Ihundi offering or any other offering, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, anything today, the purpose is to ignite your yearning and seeking to experience the ultimate, experience the oneness with the avatar, which these offerings can do for you directly, immediately, and instantly. Let's now go on. Yes. So we have the Sankalpa offering, which is here first. The Sankalpa is a mantra, which is actually a prayer within itself, and an offering complete end to end within itself. When we chant the Sankalpa, we are praying to our Ishta Devata or our Guru, and we are remembering their divine qualities, and we are praying deeply for invoking for them to bless on us basically by the Guru Kripa, by the grace of the Guru, we are requesting for all of the different divine qualities, like Shema, Stairya, Virya, Vijaya, all of the victoriousness, the forgiveness, the stability, and the courageousness, all of that we're asking for them to manifest in our lives and for them to bless us with these divine qualities. And there's here a verse from the Shiva Sankalpa Suktam. And I'll just be reading out this English translation you can see here. The means by which a man who wants to do good, whose senses are stilled, and who is wise and diligent becomes proficient in yajnas and other karmas established by the Shastras, and also and most revered of the means of knowledge. My mind, may you have good intention. What a wonderful verse here, which it says, and it's literally making a sankalpa for having the good intentions and manifesting the reality as you want it. So you can offer this sankalpa offering to make a conscious resolution in your life. And often many of us have a deep desire inside of us that we want to manifest into reality, whether it is a long-lasting relationship, to fix the relationship that you might be in, or whether it is to manifest wealth in your life, whether it is to go beyond the pain and suffering, overcome anxiety and depression. Whatever you want to manifest in your life, you can make the conscious resolution today with this sankalpa offering, and it is available for everyone just for $1. The power of the mantra and the power of the sacred vibrations which are chanted which are created when you are chanting and when somebody else is chanting this on your behalf as well, is not to be underestimated and has very deep and significant power. Now let's go on to the next slide. So offering our sankalpa, the conscious resolution at the feet of the divine, is a sacred and conscious act of aligning our trained mind into empowering our declarations with the auspicious will, power, and manifesting energy of the divine to manifest our intentions into reality and for living an enlightened lifestyle. Yes. And now we have the Kala Bhairava e-hundi that's available. And more than just the levels that you can see here, you can offer any amount in this e-hundi offering. So you don't have to go by what the levels are indicated here. You can offer any amount which you want to offer today. And I'll now be chanting a verse from the Kala Bhairava Ashtakam, one of the very well-known stotrams for praising and glorifying Mahakala Bhairava. Vanukoti Bhasparam Bhavabditarakam Param Neelakantamipsitartadhayakam Trilochanam Kala Kalam Ambujakshamaksasuram Kashika Puradinada Kala Bhairavam Bhaje. And here the English translation, for those of you who might not understand Sanskrit or even who might not have an in-depth understanding of the Sanskrit, which is most of us, the English translation goes, salutations to Sri Kala Bhairava, who has the brilliance of a million suns, who rescues us from the ocean of worldly existence and who is supreme, three-eyed one with the blue throat, who bestows us with worldly prosperity which we wish, the lotus-eyed one who is the death of the death, who takes us beyond death, and with the undefeatable trident that supports the three worlds. Salutations to Bhagavan Kala Bhairava, who is the ruler of the temple city of Kashi. Yes. Now, the next offering we have here is the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And there is a beautiful verse now that I'll be chanting. Sariram surupam tatavapalatram yasam merutulyam Guroragni-patne manaschanna tagmam tatakyam 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 tatakyam. And here the English translation says, one's consort likewise abundant and renowned, and one's riches as high as Mount Meru. Yet, if one mind cannot be centered upon the lotus feet of the Guru, what then? What then? What then? Such a beautiful verse here. And each and every one of us should internalize the meaning of this verse. As it says, The physique might be superb. You might look beautiful. And your consort, likewise, you might have the perfect partner for yourself. Reputation, resplendent and renowned. You might have all the name and fame that you want. There's the Mount Meru. Of course, we know Mount Meru is Kailasa itself. So your riches can be so large and so depth. Yet, if one's mind cannot be centered on the lotus feet of the Guru, if you're not integrated to the Guru, if you're not aligned to what Guru is saying, then what then? What is the use of everything that you have earned for your life? What then? Why should we even have all these things? What then? What is the purpose of us even living? The Guru, as we had previously gone over in this segment, how do we actually see Guru in Sanatana Hindu Dharma? Guru is even greater than God because he gives us the introduction to God and he allows us to experience God. And he goes through all the sacrifices that he needs just for us to experience God. You can offer the Pratyakshapada Puja and receive the auspicious blessings for strong and intense Guru-disciple relationship with the Supreme Consciousness Buddhism. And another beautiful aspect here is that Kala means that black or time, and Bhairava means terrifying one. Kala Bhairava is described and depicted in the scriptures to be having dark complexion and to be terrific towards all evils and negative forces. Kala Bhairava is the ruler of time. He takes care of the maintenance of dharma, the honesty and authenticity. Kala Bhairava is the deity of esoteric powers, and Kala Bhairava rules the nervous system in the human body. Excuse me. Sorry. So he heals all the nervous disorders, and the power and compassion of Kala Bhairava is such that the feet dust of Kala Bhairava itself can liberate people and bestow enlightenment itself. So, as you can see, Kala Bhairava doing Pratyakshapada Puja to the Guru who literally is manifesting Kala Bhairava for us is the most auspicious thing we can offer, what we can do for ourselves ultimately. And here there's a beautiful verse from the Guru Padaka Stotram by Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya is an incarnation of Paramashiva himself. And it goes to say a lot when we consider that he himself is telling that we should worship the Guru, because he is the reviver of Hinduism as we know it today. And Adi Shankaracharya, being the incarnation of Paramashiva himself, had composed this Guru Padaka Stotram, and we'll be just recalling a few verses here, the rest of the offering. The first verse says, Ananta samsara samudradara naukayitavyam Shri Guru Bhakti Kavyam Vairagya Samrajada Pujanavyam Namo Namaha Shri Guru Padukavyam. And it says, salutations and salutations to the sandals of my beloved Guru, which is a boat, which helps me cross the endless ocean of life in Maya, which endows me with intense devotion to my Guru, and by worship of which I attain the space of liberation from bondages. Such a beautiful verse. And I'm sure each and every one of us might feel like that right now, stranded in the endless ocean of samsara, of life in Maya, and not knowing where to go, which direction, feeling entirely lost. It is at this time the Guru is the boat which literally pulls us towards the shores of our consciousness and makes us understand the higher reality that we can do. So you can offer this Pratyakshapada Puja in order to simply experience that. Offer your complete self, surrender to the Guru's feet, and experience this for yourself, the deep Guru Bhakti that can literally sail you through this pralaya at this time. We can go on now. Yes, And here's another verse from the Guru Padaka Stotram by Adi Shankaracharya. It says, Savitvvarasini Sagarabhyam Daurbhagyadabam Udamalikavyam Durikritam Namra Vitapatipravyam Namo Namaha Sri Guru Padukavyam. And the English translation goes, salutations and salutations, the sandals of my beloved Guru, which is the ocean of knowledge, resembling the full moon, which is the water which puts out the fire of misfortunes and which removes distresses from those who bow down before it. The next one. Yes. And here we have another verse from the Guru Padaka Stotram once again. It says, Nathayayasti patitam samiyu kadachidapyastu dharidhyavaryam mokshasya patitam hitabhyam namo namaha sri guru padukavyam. And once again it says, salutations and salutations to the sandals of my beloved Guru, which makes those who bow down before it possessors of great wealth, even if they are poor, and which makes even dumb people into great orators. So once again, this is the significance of the Guru Paduka. Once again, one of the most precious offerings that you can do today. Yes. Now we have the Jata Alankara Seva, which is another offering. The offering of a sacred turban and alankara of the jatas. Kalabhairava is known for his ferocious looking jatas. And here we have the verse which says, which English translation goes, salutations to the controller of the elements of existence, Lord Bhairava, he who wears the red flames in his matted hair, who wears the full moon, who shines in red color, who holds a drum, spear, skull, rope, and mace in his hand. So the Jata Alankara Seva is the offering of pure love and devotion to Guru, who manifests as Kalabhairava and protects the disciples' journey and path to enlightenment. You can offer this once again. And for any of these offerings that we've gone over so far, and we will be going over, you can go to the link tiny.cc/bse sevas-kalabhairava, and you can yourself go ahead and go to the link and make a payment immediately, or at the end of this seva, all of the sevas, we'll be going through a breakdown of how you can make a payment today. So stay tuned for that if you have any questions. Yes, we can go on now. Yes. Now we have the Vastra Alankara Seva, and in this verse of the Kalabhairavashtakam, it is describing the Vastra of Kalabhairava himself. Devarajya Sevamana Pavanangri Pankajam Vyala Yajna Sutram Indu Shekaram Kripakaram. The English translation says, salutations to he who is praised by the sage Narada and other yogis, and who is the Digambara, clothed by the sky, signifying that he is ever free. Salutations to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, who is the supreme God, ruler and protector of the temple city of Kashi. One of the most beautiful sentiments here is that the Kalabhairava we are recognizing as a pure, omniscient energy, meaning that he is everywhere within all things and he exists as a pure energy. And what can even clothe the purest form of energy? The Digambara, which is meaning that he is clothed by the sky itself. For a being who is omniscient, who is omnipresent, that the only thing that can actually clothe you is the sky itself. And even this Guru said, this sentiment itself is there in many other scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma as well. And It's such a beautiful, sacred sentiment where for the one who is the embodiment of the whole universe, omniscient and omnipresent, what can we offer as cloth? We can simply only offer the sky itself as the cloth for him. Yes, we can go on to the next offering. So you can offer this Vasudeva as an offering with pure love and devotion. And to Kala Bhairava, who travels along with the disciple on his and her journey and path to enlightenment in every single step. Yes, now we're going to be entering into the significance of the element of gold. And we have several different offerings here, which you can do in gold. And there is a verse from the Atharva Veda, as you can see here, and this signifies the very virtues and power of gold. So as you can see, it says, "Strictly born by birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt, and one they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apaha. Let that triple gold be for your long life." Gold is a divine element, and it purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightening. And the vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy with the purest form of energy and the positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or even operates in its vicinity. So yes. Now, as you can see, once again, this is the Kala Bhairava equity offering, and this offering you can do once again for any amount of money. It's not just the indicated levels, but you can offer it even through the YouTube super chat. And once again, at the end of this segment, we'll go through how you can do that, and that might clear up some questions or doubts that you have about how you can make a payment and how it exactly works. So as you can see, these are the various different offerings. The Swarnabharanam, the Indu, the golden moon, the Kundalam, the Pasha, the Dhamaru, the Shesha Yajnopavitam, the golden moon on the crown jata, and we can go on. We also have the Khadga, the divine sword, the Ratna Padukam, the sandals, the Dhanda, the divine staff, the Gada, the divine mace, the Trishulam, the undefeatable trident, the Hema Kinkini, the waist belt with the jingled bells in gold, and the Kapala Mala, the mala made of skulls, the garland of skulls. So all of these are different offerings in gold that you can make today, and each and every one has very supreme significance, a part of the from the scriptures itself. So as you can see here, we have all the 3 stages that you need to go through to make a payment today. So there's tiny.cc/bhavasamadhi for anyone who is interested in making an offering. Make sure that you are filling out this registration form. So at tiny.cc/bhavasamadhi, it'll take you to a very brief form that you have to fill out if you are interested in making an offering today. And perhaps you feel that you want to make an offering, but you might not be able to do it right now. You don't have to feel that somehow you're insufficient or somehow you're not able to make the funds to make it happen. You can still register, you can still make your intention to make a form. And once again, you can never underestimate the intention that you have in order to manifest the oneness experience. And now we'll be showing you exactly how you can make a payment. You're going to go to the highlighted link here in order to make a payment immediately. So if you're interested in any one of these offerings and you'd like to go ahead and do it now, then you can go to the link as follows, and it'll direct you to the payment gateway for the Kala Bhairava Bhava Samadhi Darshan offerings. So as you can see, you can go to the drop-down menu. So you can see all the offerings here. You can select the offering which you'd like to make. And then you can add that to your cart. And as you can see, then you can review all the items